Hi, it's Jen at Rome Gallery. I'm here today with the lovely Avalee. Avalee, what's your last name?
Millman Fisher.
And Avalee's pieces are absolutely beautiful, intricate, lots of little treasures in them. I'm just going to give you a little bit of a hint. Avalee, tell us about yourself.
Where do I start?
Art.
I've always been interested in art and music. My parents encouraged it greatly. Eventually, I had to choose which I would do, art or music. However, I won a vocal scholarship to McGill University, so the choice was made for me.
Oh, wow. So
Yeah.
where did you grow up?
I grew up in Montreal.
Okay, and when did you move to Vancouver?
I moved to Vancouver when I got married, so I've been living here about 45 years.
Oh, it's a long time.
This is home,
Oh, nice.
for sure.
So a vocal scholarship in what?
I studied opera at McGill and lieder, German lieder, and eventually I also started performing Hebrew and Yiddish music, which I love very much.
So where have you performed?
I've performed in Montreal, in Israel, in Vancouver. Then I had 4 sons,
Okay.
and that definitely curtailed my performance career. At the same time, I was becoming very interested in music therapy, which was a very new arena for therapy in Canada.
Mm-hmm.
And so I became an accredited music therapist, and I worked for many years with the mentally ill.
So you did one of those jobs that actually matters.
Yes, I did, and I loved it very much. I still do it part-time, but not as much as I used to.
Okay, so you had your children, you had to do a little bit of change.
Had 4 sons.
Okay.
While my 4 sons were in school all at the same time, I realized that I had personal time to go back to my painting, which I loved so much. In many ways, it became my visual voice.
Okay.
Today I do a lot of painting in mixed media and watercolors. I feel that this is best able to express almost in a musical sense what I want to say.
Okay.
I have synesthesia, which is I can see music and hear art. And I've actually discussed this with the great Oliver Sacks, who passed away recently. He said that's absolutely a form of synesthesia. So it makes my art very interesting because I'm able to incorporate my music. And as I'm losing my very high notes now, I put them into my art.
So show us an example of that. Maybe in one of those?
Okay, in all the art, I would ask myself, not so much in artistic terms, but in musical terms, do I need a little bit more forte here? Do I need a little bit more legato here? Is the flow going right? And whereas an artist paints on a substrate of wood or canvas, a musician paints on a substrate of air. And so I always kind of try to keep that in mind. How would it look if I was able to paint it on air? And I think a lot of my paintings do show that. There's always a musical element coming out.
They're quite spectacular. So have you shown anywhere else?
Yes, I've shown at the Jewish Community Center. Mostly I sell privately.
Okay.
I've shown at the plant store in Vancouver, and I've shown at Shakshuka. I'm trying to think where else, but mostly my paintings are private sales.
Well, I'm so happy that you've decided to join Rome Gallery.
I'm so
just going to
happy
walk up here and I'm going to show everybody these fabulous little $60 green ones. Here's a little couple more. Not showing very well in the light, but really beautiful. These are my favorites, personally. What do I know about anything? But I think these are quite gorgeous. I'd like to buy like the whole set. That's what I would do.
Thank you.
I think they're gorgeous. And obviously very, like, there's the music.
Layer upon layer.
Lovely. And then we have these 2 beautiful pieces as well. Is this ceramic?
No, this is mixed media with a lot of layers of glazing on top.
Okay. Just gorgeous. Well,
Thank you.
you could see all of Avalee's beautiful pieces here for the month of December, and it's up until January 6th. So thank you so much for being part of my show.
Thank you so much, Jen. I love being here.
Thanks.